Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Move More with Mary. Well done. I'm coming to you from my home, obviously. Just coming to do a nice gentle exercise class with you this morning in conjunction with Rethinking Pain and Keith Lee Healthy Living Network. This class is a really gentle exercise class. Just if you're getting back into exercise or wanting to move more after an injury or an illness and you're not really sure where to start, this is a really nice, gentle introduction into exercise, or this might be just at the right level for you. So just make sure that you've got some water to hand, that you can stay hydrated. Okay, and make sure you've got a nice clear space around you. You will need a chair today, and you might need a little towel. All right, just to help us. We're going to start this morning and really think about the pelvic floor quite a bit. Okay, so we are going to come and do some more exercises, and when we're doing the exercise part, I'm going to put some music on. All right, but just before we start, we're going to have a little chat and a think about our pelvic floor. Okay, so the pelvic floor is, if you think about your body like a cylinder, the top shoulder part, this is the top of the cylinder, the side part here is all your abdominals, your abdominal muscles and your back muscles, and then the base of that cylinder is your pelvic floor, and your pelvic floor affects your urinary function and all those that anatomy down there that we've got. So weeing, pooing, and obviously the sexual organs are down there as well. And the pelvic floor holds all our insides in, really, and it's really important. Okay, and lots of people say engage your pelvic floor, and a lot of us think, oh, am I doing it? Am I not doing it? Okay, so we're just going to spend a few moments just thinking about the pelvic floor. So to coach ladies and gentlemen is slightly different. Okay, so if you're a lady, all I want you to do, and if you're a gentleman, just stand up nice and tall. All right, and now just bring your awareness down below. Okay, think about your front passage and just draw it gently up, like you are stopping yourself mid-wee. All right, and then think about your back passage and then draw that slightly up, and then bring them together and lift up together. So I'm I learn through pictures. I'm a visionary learner. So for me, I like to think of pictures in my mind that help me think about that. And for me, sometimes I think about the lips. So when you sort of pucker your lips and suck in, it's that sort of lift, that sort of movement in the pelvic floor. I'm doing it sideways here, but obviously it's front to back into the middle and zipping up. Okay, so just practice that a little bit. So gentlemen, similar, okay, but for gentlemen, think about drawing your penis in, so shortening your penis, stopping yourself mid-wee, and then engaging or lifting up through the anus, through the back passage a little bit. All right, another sort of, if you've ever walked into freezing cold water, ladies and gentlemen, but especially gentlemen, you walk into a freezing cold sea and you feel everything sort of whoop, lift up, yeah? It's that sort of feeling, it's that drawing up. So as I'm chatting away, let's just have a little practice now of our pelvic floor. So let's think about front passage, lift up, back passage, lift up, draw together, and draw up through the center. Now keep your focus there on your pelvic floor, and we're going to try and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release it. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, let's try that again, but let's see if we can hold it for the count of 7. So draw in, front and back passage, lift, draw together, and draw up. Remember those pursing lips? Like you're sucking up spaghetti. Yeah, hold it for 7, 6, keep breathing, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now relax it off, okay? Now these pelvic floor exercises are really important for us all, men and women. Men, don't think you haven't got a pelvic floor, you have, okay? It's important for us to do every day, and we need to draw it in and hold it in for as long as we can, working those endurance muscles, but equally we need to learn to be able to turn it on and off, on and off. There's 2 different types of muscles that we want to be working with. So we're going to try sitting down and using our pelvic floor. Now you could roll up a towel and sit long ways on your towel. So you'd sit this way on your towel, because sometimes just to have that little bit more connection and to have something to draw away from can help us sort of feel a little bit more. So let's think about engaging the pelvic floor. Front passage draws towards the back. We lift up through the center. Now hold it on, and now let it go. Hold it on, draw it up, and then let it go. That's it. Think about a lift. You're going up in a lift to one floor, and then you're just stepping out of the lift and letting it go. So lifting it up, drawing it in, turning it on, and then letting it go. Now keep doing that as I'm talking. Keep doing that turn on and that turn off. Yeah? Turn it on, draw it up, and turn it off. Now if it's uncomfortable sat on this towel, just get rid of it. It was just something to give you an aid where you might feel more what you're doing. So just draw it up. Almost think like you're drawing up towards the belly button, and then you're letting it go. Yeah? Stopping yourself midway, engaging the back passage as well. Yeah, and then letting it go. Let's just do 4 more. Now, a good thing, if you drive and you're out and about, if ever you stop at traffic lights, think, oh, I'll just do my pelvic floor. If it's on red, just think, okay, I'm going to do my pelvic floor, turn it on and off while I'm waiting for the traffic lights to change. Or when the kettle's boiling, something that triggers you to think, oh, I'll just do my pelvic floor exercises. That's it. Now we can engage the pelvic floor sitting or standing or lying. We don't have to be in any specific position to be able to engage it. Good job. And then just one more. Lovely. Now, here's a little test for you. Okay, let's do this standing up. You can stay seated. It's totally up to you. Now, I want you to really try and bring your mind's focus into your pelvic floor. Okay, so we're going to hold that pelvic floor for as long as you can before you sort of feel it ebbing away, sort of so that you're losing that control of lifting it up. Okay, so almost feel like you are drawing around 2 fingers and then lifting up a little bit internally. Yeah, so we're really lifting that pelvic floor and we're keeping that lift for as long as we can. Okay, so just engage your pelvic floor, and now just hold it, but just be still. Okay, just breathe obviously, but really notice when it ebbs away. If you think, well, I'm not sure if it's on or not, then you've probably already lost that pelvic floor engagement. And we need to practice keeping it on for a period of time. So if you're not sure if you've let it go, then, or if you've lost it, then think about turning it off. And does it drop down? Yeah. So maybe you did have it on. Let's just do that one more time. So just draw up. Try and find an image that helps you. Maybe the lift image, sucking up spaghetti, pursing your lips, drawing in, or holding onto something, and hold onto it. Hold onto it. We'll just hold it for 4 more. 3, 2, and then 1, and just let it go. Okay, my friends, just a good little important chat about the pelvic floor. When we're exercising, we want to keep that pelvic floor on all the time if we can. All right, let's just begin to add in a little bit of movement now. Okay, my friends, welcome, welcome. If you're watching me live, I hope you found that really useful or on catch up. I've got some new music today for us, so I hope you enjoy it. It's a rewind 60s soul music, so I think it's quite cool. It's quite cool. All right, so as we begin to exercise, guys, let's really think about our pelvic floor as well and see if we can just keep it turned on. Ooh. Lovely. Okay, we're going to go for a slightly longer exercise session today. We're going to go for 45 seconds with a 15 seconds rest. All right, we're going to start, my friends. You might not need the chair, but if you do, you can sit down and just begin to march with your feet. And let's think about that pelvic floor. So draw it up and just begin to lift our feet. And swing your arms forwards. Let's see if we can do 2 steps forwards. So 1, 2, and tap, back, 2, and tap. 1, 2, and tap, back, 2, and tap. You keep going, my friends. Don't know what's happened to our music, but I'm going to try and fix it. Keep marching forwards and backwards for me. Just keep marching. Just keep marching there. Good job. Okay, here's our rest. So we take a little breather. Did you manage to keep going? Even though, did you get distracted? All right, I'm just going to move my chair out of the way a little bit more. All right, my friend, let's just take a side step and a little lean over. Side step and a lean. Good. Keep that pelvic floor engaged for me. Lovely. Now when we use these adductors, these inner thighs, that helps the pelvic floor, okay? It helps strengthen the pelvic floor. You're all attached. Lovely. Good job. A little, just lift the heels for our active rest. Just swing down. Okay, if we need to, for balance, we're going to hold onto the chair. Okay, we're just going to hold onto the chair. Now we're going to lift up one leg. We're going to bring it across and back, across. So we come in front of that supporting leg. Okay, again, using the inner thigh, trying to strengthen, lift up that pelvic floor. Good. Try and keep it lifted. Superb. So when we're exercising, we're using those endurance muscles, those muscles that can stay on for longer. Lovely. Keeping it on. Perfect. Good job, guys. A little march there. Now I want you to sit on your chair if you can. Just move your towel. I'll take your towel and we're going to put the towel in between our knees. All we have to do is sit tall, squeeze the towel and release. Squeeze the towel and release. Squeeze. Now when you squeeze the towel, lift your pelvic floor. Lift, let go. Lift, let go. Squeeze, let go. So lifting pelvic floor, releasing it. Yeah? Squeeze, release. Turning those muscles on and off now of that pelvic floor. Drawing up and releasing. Up and releasing. Up and releasing. Good. Squeeze in the towel. Squeeze and release, but don't drop your towel. Mine slid down there. Nearly lost it. Good, keep it going. Superb. All right, let go of this towel. Let's come back to standing. Okay, hold on to your chair. And we'll see if we can find that balance. We'll bring the other leg across and we'll lift the pelvic floor up and we'll keep it on. So imagine that feeling. Yeah, if you've ever walked into freezing cold water, it's that drawing up. I have many memories of walking into cold water. When I was a little girl, my dad used to make me, if ever we went to the seaside, we had to go into the sea for a swim, no matter what the weather. I remember going in the snow once. Oh, I came out like a smurf. But it was good memories. It was good memories. Character building. Good. Take that leg straight. Use your inner thigh. Lovely. Good job. Take a little march there. Fabulous. Let's just move the chair slightly away. Good. Now we're going to lift the pelvic floor. We're going to step our legs. We're going to come out, out, in, in. Good. Out, out, in, in. Can we add in some arms? Out, out, in, in. Now notice it's harder to lift that pelvic floor when we step the legs wider. Yeah, but keep it lifted. Draw up. Draw it up. Keep it on. But keep special attention to that pelvic floor as we take the legs wide. If the arms are too much, just let go. Just bring the arms in. We don't have to step as wide as I'm going. We can make it narrower. Lovely. Good job, guys. Fabulous. Okay. Let's come back to our chair. Let's come back to our chair. Now, we're going to squeeze the towel in between the knees. We're going to sit tall. Engage your pelvic floor, and we're just going to tap the heels down. So tap the heels down. So try and keep the knees together. So squeeze, and we're using these inner thighs, and we're lifting that pelvic floor on constantly all the time. Just that little squeeze, activating our inner thighs. If you need something wider than a towel, then just grab a block or wrap up a blanket, something a bit bigger. Try and sit nice and tall. Perfect. Good job. Okay, guys, we're just going to hold the towel. We'll just hold the towel. We're going to step our feet out and in. Okay, lift your pelvic floor. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to come out, out, in, in. So out, out, in, in. Sitting tall. Lovely. Drawing up your pelvic floor. Sitting tall. Go. Out, out, in, out, out, in. Adding in those arms if we can. Nice work. Good job, my friends. Good job. Okay, we're going to just drop the towel down onto the floor. We're going to bring our hands behind the head, lift your pelvic floor. We're going to start with the feet wide. Okay, we're going to come up onto the edges of the toes. We're just going to bring it in and out, in and out. Squeeze those inner thighs. Lift that pelvic floor. Keep it on. Try and take those elbows back. Use your tummy muscles to sit tall. Remember we talked about that cylinder at the beginning. Shoulders down, chest open. Squeeze those inner thighs. Lovely. Now remember, you've got your own pace. There's no right and wrong for pace. Squeezing in the thighs. Nice work. Good job. All right, my friends, let's just come on up. Let's remove the chair to the side. We're having a nice little mix up today. All right, my friends, keep your pelvic floor on. We're just going to step back and in, back onto the toes. Okay, so just step back, keeping that pelvic floor on. Let's lift the arms up. Lift the arms up by your ears. Good. Landing onto your toes. Good work. Lovely. All right, guys, just take a little march it out here. Just lift your heels. Just a little swing with those arms. Boom. All right, my friends, activate those inner thighs again, okay? Make sure you've got a bit of room to the side. So we're going to step and drag, step and drag, step and drag. So step wide and then drag your leg into the other leg along the carpet or the floor. So if you've got a wooden floor, see if you can make your foot squeak or a lino. If you're on a carpet like me, see if you can make a line on your carpet. My carpet's a bit too old, a bit too battered. There's no pile left in it. Good. Lovely, working those inner thighs. Super, my friends. We're going to think about balance a little bit. So I want you to bring the heels together. Okay, squeeze your inner thighs. Lift your pelvic floor. We're going to rise up onto toes and then bring it down. So squeeze your inner thighs together. Rise up onto your toes and then bring it down. Lift up that pelvic floor, okay? Draw it up. Keep it on as we lower the heels. So keep the pelvic floor on and then bring it down. Squeezing those inner thighs together. Good. Rise into heels, sinking it on down. Shoulders down, nice long neck. And then bringing it down. Think about that pelvic floor, my friends. So important. Well done. Let it go. Take that little heel lift, that little swing through your arms. Nice work. Good job. Good job. All right, my friends. We're going to step forwards, forwards, back, back. Yeah? So just come to a little box step. And then still think about lifting that pelvic floor. Yeah? Good job. Bend your knees. Step it back. Bend your knees. Step it back. Good. Keep this focus down into your pelvic floor. Keep it on. Lovely. Take a little march out there. Take a little march. Good. All right, my friends. We are going to move on the diagonal. We're going to do 2 side steps one way and then 2 back. Ready? Here we go. We go 1, 2, back, 1, 2, back. To the side. And on that diagonal again. 1, 2. Face me to the side, arms up. Now if it's too much, if it's too quick, just go slower. You can always just take 1 step instead of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, to the front, arms up, good job, 1, 2, hold it here, a little march. My friends, let's come back to our chair. We don't need a towel now. Good, now I want you to just think about that pelvic floor one more time. Toes down, we're going to squeeze and lift the pelvic floor and then lower down. Lift your heels, lift the heels, squeeze your pelvic floor and then lower. Lift your heels, lift that pelvic floor, lower and let go. Lift, turn it on and then turn it off. Remember, like we're flicking on a light switch and then turning that switch off for the pelvic floor. Drop heels, lift heels, squeeze and then let it go. Lift and squeeze, let it go. Good. Lift and squeeze, let it go. Just 2 more. Last one. Lift and squeeze. Well done. My friends, let's just take a nice little shoulder roll here. We're going to bring everything down. Now, we've done a lot of talking today and not as much physical movement. But the pelvic floor is really, really important. Okay, it's something that you can practice and do the exercises. Just sat watching telly. Okay, if you sat on the bus, whatever. If you're walking or stood waiting for the bus or walking, whatever it is, just try and be mindful about the pelvic floor all the time. If you've got any questions about anything we've covered today, please let me know. Take those nice little shoulder rolls. I'm just going to have a very quick stretch, my friends. So bring one foot forward, hand on the bent knee, and then just lean in. If you can, reach for your toe, pull it back. If you can't reach it, it's fine, don't worry. Let's come back on up, and let's try on the other side. Let me show you this side. So just flex your foot, bring your hand on your bent knee, lower your chest down. Now if that's enough, that's fine. If you can hold onto the foot and pull it back, great. Amazing. My friends, let's bring our hands behind our back and just lift them up there. Lift your chest, extend your back, tilt your pelvis forwards. Release it down. Let's just do a nice little side stretch, guys. So seated firmly on your chair. And then up, other side. Oh, good job. Well done, my friends. Well done. Thank you for joining me today. As I say, if you've got any questions, please do let me know. Please do let me know. I hope you found that useful. Leave me a comment, let me know. All right, my friends, thank you so much. Have a great day. Enjoy whatever it is you're doing and keep moving. Keep doing your best. Keep talking positively to yourself, okay? I am really working hard on that at the moment. All good, positive chat. Well done. All right, my friends. Well done. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.